Hello everyone! We're sure that at least once you've tried to impress your friends or family with some incredible trick, but for some strange reason they don't usually appreciate this kind of fun and laugh at you as soon as you finish. What do you think? Why does this happen? It's probably because of your lack of skills or imagination, but hey, the reason doesn't matter. Anyway, we thought that we could teach our beloved spectators some simple and fabulous tricks. Are you ready for some magic? Here are 10 simple tricks that everyone can do at home. Let's get it on. Diving bell. Would you like to have a cool nickname such as the Water Wizard or the Lord of the Elements? What do you think? You like them? Then we are going to tell you how to show your friends that you really deserve one of these names. Assure your friends that you can place a paper on the bottom of any ocean. I mean, any tub or bucket, without the paper getting wet. Let your friends draw or write something on a piece of paper. Then roll it up and place it inside a glass so that it leans against the walls and doesn't slip. Now turn the glass over and sink it to the bottom of the container you've chosen. Voila! The piece of paper is absolutely dry and the water cannot reach it. Once you take it out, give it to your surprise friends to check that it is really dry. By the way, the explanation of this trick is very simple. If you take the glass with the paper sheet and look at it, it will seem to you that there is nothing else inside. But that's not true. Apart from the paper, there is also air. When you turn over the glass and sink it in the water, the air prevents the water from touching the paper, therefore the paper stays dry. Do you remember this scene of Pirates of the Caribbean where Captain Jack Sparrow moves under the water using a flip boat to breathe? Well, Johnny Depp basically used the same trick. Invisible ink. Each person has at least one secret that they can trust only to their best friends in the world. But sometimes it's not very comfortable to tell it out loud because someone can eavesdrop. Especially for these occasions, we're going to show you how to write secret messages. No one would guess what you've written if you use invisible ink. You only need some lemon juice, a brush, a sheet of paper, and a source of heat. Now use the brush to write your secret message and let it dry a little. Look, you can't see anything. The paper looks empty and no message is visible. But once you heat it up a bit, for example using an iron, you can read the text. The secret of this simple trick is that the ink burns when it's heated, and so it becomes visible. Rope trick. No, it's not what you thought. We're not going to strangle anyone, although it might seem like it. Now we will tell you how to impress your friends with your neck of steel. For this, you'll need a rope or a scarf, and a sleight of hand, obviously. Who knows what could go wrong? First, put the rope around your neck. Now take one end of the rope as if you were folding it and place it behind the neck with the other hand. It has to look as if the two ends have crossed and the rope is squeezing your neck. Now take both ends with your hands, make an effort to make the trick even more impressive and pull the rope. You are a magician. The rope is whole and your neck is too, safe and sound, and the viewers obviously are in shock. Needle. What do you think? Can a needle float in water? You'll probably say no, but it turns out it can, and now we'll show you how to do it. To perform this simple trick, you only need to put some oil or grease on the needle, and then place it in the water using a pair of tweezers. Look, the needle stays floating on the surface. Incredible! If you don't believe us, try it for yourself while we explain to you how it works. Everyone knows that steel is much denser than water, which means that the needle should sink. But look at the surface around the floating needle. It looks a bit curved. That happens because the needle's covered with a layer of grease that creates a bed of air that does not let the needle sink. Math trick. Now you should use your brain a bit and do some calculations. Don't worry, it's not a boring school class. On the contrary, it's a trick. So if you don't want to make any mistakes, we recommend using a piece of paper and a pen. Now think of any number between 2 and 10. Ready? Then multiply by 9. Don't worry, it's not a math test. Ready? The result must be a 2-digit number. Now add the first digit to the second digit. For example, if your number is 45, you have to sum up 4 and 5. Now subtract 5 from your result. We're almost done. You have to find the letter corresponding to your number. For example, the number 1 is the letter A, the number 2 is the letter B, and so on. Once you find the letter, you have to think of a country that begins with that letter. Now think of an animal that starts with the last letter of that country. You got it? Very good. But, you know, you'll never find kangaroos in Denmark. Emoji bill. For this trick, we need a banknote with a portrait. Found it? Well, now fold the bill so that the face is separated into 2 halves. Then fold the bill back to the left and right of the first fold, but in the other direction, creating a kind of paper ladder. Now look, we turn the bill slowly and the person of the portrait changes his state of humor. A moment ago he was just happy and boom, now he's sad about something. Although it seems to us that he just doesn't like being wrinkled, so we won't torture him anymore. We better continue with our tricks. Freezing water. Surely you've seen the animated film Frozen, and you remember how the protagonist turned any object into ice and controlled the snow with ease. And we'll show you how to do it. First, place a plastic bottle filled with water in the freezer, but don't forget about it, it mustn't freeze completely. It just has to reach its freezing point, or in other words, cool down as much as possible. It'll take about 2 hours. We recommend you to check the bottle from time to time so you don't miss the moment when you have to take the bottle out. Well, now you must be bored with the preparations, so let's start with the magic. Put a small cube or a small pile of ice on a plate and add some water from our magic bottle. Now observe as the water turns to ice instantly. Telekinesis. It is a common dream to have the superpower of telekinesis, to move objects using the force of thought. It's a very useful power. If you don't want to get out of your bed, you can summon your headphones or some snacks from the kitchen. Unfortunately, we don't know how to develop these kind of powers. You probably have to be one of the X-Men. But if you don't have it, we'll show you a trick to impress your friends. You'll only need a large plastic bottle filled with water and a small bag with some sauce or any other light object. Place the magic package inside the bottle and close it. And now let the magic begin. Try to distract the attention of your audience with your other hand, the magic one. At the same time, with the other hand, press the bottle. And if you press a little harder here, the bag will lower. And if you release the bottle a little, the bag will go up. After practicing more, you can find the perfect balance to control the object and attract the looks of your friends to the center of the bottle. Levitation. Have you ever dreamed of being able to fly? Well, don't answer this. We know you do. Everyone dreams of that. Probably that's the reason why levitation tricks are the most popular and the most difficult. But don't worry, in this case it won't be so complicated. We'll show you how to learn to fly in a couple of minutes. For this trick you'll need a pair of wide and long pants that cover your heels, and that's it. Oh, and a good sense of balance. But even if you don't have that, you can easily develop it. Let's begin. Stand back to your audience, covering with one foot the tip of the other foot. Ready? You can practice it in advance to find the best position. If you already have it, start moving the weight of your body to the hidden foot and get up using the toes of this foot. Don't forget to keep your other foot parallel to the ground so everyone thinks you're actually floating a few inches high. And the audience mustn't complain that you're flying too low. After all, levitation is very difficult. You can also make a few movements with your arms during the trick. They'll make it more impressive and help you maintain balance. Finger disappearing. If you're very sensitive, you shouldn't watch this because now someone's going to lose their finger. Well, not literally, but that's the trick. Look, here we have a hand with 5 fingers. And now, bang, a finger disappears. Probably not the first time you've seen this trick, but it often impresses children a lot, especially when done correctly. To do this trick, you have to hide a finger like this, as we're showing you. With this technique, the trick looks very plausible, so you can use it to scare your little siblings if they bother you too much. In this video, we've shown you everything we know how to do. Now it's your turn. Share your magic tricks with us in the comments below. And if you could repeat our tricks, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.
Guys, check out our new channel Jelly Gummy Bear. Our Jelly Berry will entertain our young viewers with interesting experiments, exciting adventures, and funny stories.
Ouch!
Subscribe, it's going to be an interesting ride.
Nom 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 nom.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.